Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, come on, y'all. Better give me some eggs right now. Steve Harvey, yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say, I'm so afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Man, yeah, I do. Steve Harvey got a radio show because I can't tell it to you any other way, because God has been so very amazing to me. But the same God, and there is but one, that same God is, can, and will be amazing in your life if you just allow it to happen. You know, I was somewhere, and I was driving on the freeway somewhere, and I saw a billboard, and it was a guy in a field on his knees, and on this billboard it said something to the effect, when you've run out of answers, try prayer. And I was going somewhere, and I don't even remember. I go so much, man. I was just going somewhere, and I saw this billboard, and I thought about that. And man, I cannot tell you how true of a statement that is. When you've run out of answers, when you don't know what to do, when you feel weak, when you are at a low point, when things just seem to keep happening to you and you don't understand why, prayer is an amazing weapon. Prayer is available to all of us. Here's the deal. You don't have to go through all that you're going through alone. See, I'm talking to men, women, boys, girls, students, leaders, bosses, employees. I don't care what's happening. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care if your relationship is all jacked up. I don't care if your kids and your relationship is jacked up. I don't care if your relationship at work is shot. Your coworkers seem to always make you the buddy end of the joke. Somebody always talking about you behind your back. You're finding it more and more necessary to try to hold your head up and walk past these people when some days you can't even get your chin up off your chest. If you're a woman out there and you've been alone by yourself for so long and you just tired of being alone, you really want a relationship. You really want to have a mate. You want to meet your soulmate, whatever it is. Whatever it is, prayer is the answer. You are listening to a guy who is a direct recipient of prayer. I can't tell you anything that I've gotten out of that I didn't pray about. Oh, now, there are a lot of things. Hold on. Let me backtrack a little bit. There are a lot of things that have happened in my life that I've gotten past without praying because I think my mama was praying for me. And then there's this thing that God has called grace and mercy, that he just somehow keeps us all waking up every day with our foot on some form of solid ground, because he's just waiting on us to come to him. But y'all, if you can implement prayer into your day, every single day, and I'm talking about put it in there at the top of your day, put it in there in the middle of your day, put it in there when you close your day out, when you sitting at your desk and ain't nobody bothering you, that's a good time. Now look, you don't have to make no scene. You ain't got to let everybody know, oh, I'm spiritual, I love God, look at me, oh, I'm down, or you ain't got to do none of that. Matter of fact, don't do it for that reason. Because if that's your reason for doing it, that's going to be your reward. If you want somebody to just say, oh, they pray they pray at lunch and they had a Bible on their desk and they have a bunch of highlights in it. If you sitting it out there so people can see that that's what you do, then that's going to be your reward. Please know, that's going to be your reward. What I want you to do is pray. Ask God for the things, the desires of your heart. Have a faith. Believe in them. But pray earnestly, man. I mean, actually go at it with saying, hey, God, listen to me. I can't do this without you. I need your help. Listen, I know a lot of people that pray. I know a lot of it. If I told you the rich and famous that I talk to that pray constantly, it would amaze you. Go talk to God about it, man. Matter of fact, you done already got yourself into trouble. Go talk to God about it. You can't see no way out. You're in a situation, you thinking about doing something straight crazy. Pump your brakes, partner. Slow down a little bit. My man, slow down. Don't. All you're going to do is make the situation worse. Go over there today and talk to God. Talk to God for real. Just, look, man, you know what, man? Sometimes I've gone to God and I've just said, hey, God, I don't have a clue. Matter of fact, I'm so jacked up right now, God, I don't even really know what to ask you for. I just need some help. I'm so deep in some mess right now. Not only can I not see the way out, I can't see my way round. There's a poem called Invictus, and the opening line says, out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank God for whatever be for my unconquerable soul. This line is so deep. It starts off saying, I am in deep trouble. I'm in a pit. Black as a pit from pole to pole. I'm talking about, man, from over there to over there. It's pitch black. And man, you ever been in that situation before, y'all? Because I have. I'm talking about black as a pit from pole to pole. God is there. God is available. God is always standing by. He just wants you to come to him. See, he's been coming to you a whole lot of times. He's presented himself. I can't tell you how many times. He's shown you how good a God he is. He's given us all grace and mercy without us asking for it. He's gotten you through some things and you looked up and boy, oh man, I don't know how the hell. Okay, that's cool. I'm cool. No. That wasn't cool. That was God. Pray, man. When you out of answers and you don't know what to do, pray. If you see some trouble coming, pray. If you already got into it, pray. If you don't know the answers, pray. If you can't see no way out, pray. Pray, man. Talk to God. Don't make a scene. Just talk to God. All right? Very important.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, another, it just keeps happening. I'm going to keep being in awe of it because I want you to. Because what God does by creating these days repeatedly, it's just incredible, man. It's just, and don't take it lightly. And the fact that you are up for another one, are you serious? Are you serious? You have got to understand how good that is. That's such a privilege, man, to still be here. I thank God for, you know, the older you get when you start going to these reunions and you start hearing about people that you've known, the older you get, the more you hear about people you know leaving this world. And for you not to be one of them, that's a blessing, man. I thank God for that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica. And congratulations to Mississippi Monica, who has really been on a health journey and looks absolutely amazing. Give it up for Mississippi Monica, Junior, and the legend that is nephew Tommy. Junior, what's on your mind, Slick?
I'm going to ask you about this, man.
Go ahead.
Because I know a lot of us struggle with this, man, but how did you learn patience, the patience part?
That's one of my struggles, patience. I've gotten better at it. You know, the hardest part of patience for me to understand was to trust in God's timing. That one has been a struggle. Because God's timing, I've discovered in my life, I don't know about yours, ever match up with mine. It never matches up with mine. Because I be going like, hey, how about today? Then I wake up tomorrow, hey, you know, today be a good day for it to happen. You know, and then still believing that it's going to happen, but trusting in God's timing. It's just been a rough one. But then what happens is when it happens, it was better than the way you had said. Had it happened my way, it would have been messed up. Girl. So that's been a tough part to just, that part of patience is trusting. Now the rest of patience, like my own patience in other people, I still don't have that. Like, I have no patience for excuses. And I don't have any, I can't not stand laziness. And you know what, man, like another thing that I don't have patience for, like, I'll give you an example. Somebody that works for me told me they wasn't feeling good. And I said, okay, so they said they weren't going to come in today. So I called him the next day to see how they were going. He told me I'm probably going to need like 3 more days. I went like, well,
really sick. Could have been really sick though, right?
Yeah, so what you have a problem with about that?
Well, because I was with you while you were sick.
Oh.
Yeah. And I saw it. And I don't know where you came up with 3 more days for that.
Yeah. You're not a doctor. You don't know.
Yeah, but the doctor didn't tell him 3 more days.
How you know?
But yeah.
No, hold up. See, listen to this right here.
What?
I'm going to need about 3 more days. See that right there?
That's because
that don't sound like 3 days. I'm going to need a deeper cough. I'm going to have to hear something.
They got to be near death. Dang.
For real.
I know. All right. Thank you, guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the pastors as they deliver a word right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Folks, there are a lot of reasons to like Hyundai. Hyundai's done a lot to support American consumers. I mean, they announced their investment of $21 billion in the United States over the next 3 years that will expand manufacturing and create more jobs for Americans.
And they just announced that they will not be raising MSRP through June 2nd, no matter what. Call 562-314-4603 for more details.
It is time now for the pastors with a word.
We are here to pontificate to annihilation of duration for the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
We gather in a most bi-curious way.
Yeah.
Knowing that you can wonder about this, but you still wonder about that devil.
Yeah.
We gather now for a word from Deacon we will be preaching from a book. Deacon, go ahead.
Yes, Pastor. We got the book lined up for you. Listen, so this is what's going on, Pastor. Brother Ernest Banks has heard that his girl is leaving him. So I took the liberty that we're going to go from the book of Marvin Gaye. The book of Marvin Gaye. If you go down to chapter 3, verse 2, it is, I heard it through the grapevine. I heard it through the grapevine. Let me know when you'd like for me to start.
Read.
Oh, I bet you wondering how I knew.
Stop right there. I'm assuming I ain't supposed to know this here. Read.
About your plans to make me blue.
Stop right there. You obviously done conjured up some thoughts about making me blue. Read.
With some other guy you knew before.
Stop right there. In the words of Bill Withers, who is he and what is a he to you? Read.
Come on, Pastor.
But between the two of us guys, you know I love you more.
Stop right there. He can't love you the way I do. Read.
Come on here. It took me by surprise, I must say.
Stop right there. Shock. Caught off guard.
Okay.
Bewildered.
Yes.
Dismayed.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Look at him.
Pastor.
Look at him.
Read.
When I found out yesterday.
Stop
you
right
know
there. This just come to me.
Yeah.
There wasn't no while ago. This was just on yesterday. I'm in your face today over something I heard yesterday. Read.
Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine?
Stop right there. Grapevine talking.
Come on, Pastor.
Grapevine got lips.
Yes, it does.
Loose lips sank ships.
You better minister.
Or read.
Next line says, not much longer would you be mine.
Stop right there. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what you thought it was. But the grapevine got the word out, come to me, that not much longer would you be mine. The world is coming to read.
Oh, I'm just about to lose my mind.
Stop right there. I done already lost it. Read.
All right, right here, Pastor. It says, I know a man ain't supposed to cry.
Stop right there.
Come on.
I know a man ain't supposed to cry.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
But I got news for you.
Come on now.
It's some men's crying somewhere.
It's some
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I said it's some men's crying somewhere.
Come on now.
Read.
But these tears I can't hold inside.
Stop right there. It's obvious
Is he crying?
Did you tear
that I'm crying cause you see these tears.
Yeah.
And if I held them inside, I wouldn't be crying. Now would I?
No, you
No,
would.
sir.
No, you
No,
would.
sir.
Read.
Losing you would end my life, you see.
Stop right there. If I lose you, it ain't gonna be worth living. Read.
Cause you mean that much to me.
Stop right there. Heard the song. Heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine. And these tears I can't hold inside. Now I'm about to lose my mind. Read.
You could have told me your
Stop right there. Doggone it. You could have told me yourself. But I had heard it through the grapevine. Read.
that you love someone else.
Stop right there. Who is he and what is he to you? I'm going to ask you again. Read.
Instead, I heard it through the grapevine.
Stop right there. You'd have told me yourself that you love somebody else. I wouldn't have had to heard it through the grapevine. I just told you the grapevine got lips.
Preach, Pastor. Preach.
Loose lips sink ships. Read.
Not much longer would you be mine.
You read?
Okay, I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind.
Stop
honey,
right there.
Honey.
No, finish that, Deacon. Go ahead.
Honey, well, I heard it through the grapevine.
Stop right
longer.
there. I want you to know
Come on now.
that the problem we had today
Bring it home, Pastor.
is because of something I heard yesterday.
Close it out.
I didn't hear it from anybody. I heard it through the grapevine.
Yes, you did.
That not much longer would you be mine.
That's right.
And there was somebody else involved that you think between the two of us, you could make a better choice. But go ahead on if you want to and pick somebody else. You're going to find out like they find out everywhere. You need a UNICEF. You're going to be needing grain drop from an airplane. You're going to be needing some soup in a soup line. You're going to need to check it to a shelter because I'm going to take everything back I ever gave you. You think you're going to need a... I promise you they ain't heard the last of me.
CLO right after this.
Pastor, the whole word. Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. I want to take a second to talk to you about something I think is pretty cool. PayPal lets you pay your own way with just a click. PayPal offers people flexibility on how they can pay. Once you click the PayPal button, you can choose from a bunch of payment options, like paying later with PayPal at millions of online stores. Pay in store, pay online, pay overtime. Don't just pay, PayPal. Learn more at paypal.com.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, we will recap this weekend's trending topics and top news stories, of course. And that is all coming up at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. This is from Shell in Kansas City. Shell says, I'm 44 years old. My husband just bought a new car and he doesn't want me to drive it. I don't value material things like he does, so I don't mind if he drives my Benz. He said I drive badly. Well, so does he. Why is he tripping like this over his car?
Right. Well, first of all, let's deal with what you said.
Okay.
You said you don't value material things.
Like he does.
But you let him drive your Benz.
Yes.
I didn't think that was necessary in this conversation because really what we're talking about is he don't want you to drive his car. But you are materialistic because if you wasn't, you wouldn't have bought a Benz. You'd have bought a Prius.
Bingo.
You buy Benzes so you could flex. Well, because he know you are. Now, the X part, the second part, he don't want you to drive his car because you drive bad. See, when he said because you drive bad, you didn't say, no, I don't. You said he does too.
Yeah. So
which means the rims on that Benz is scarred up. So, you got little dings and dents all over your Benz because you drive badly. Well, you need to get one of them cars with that automatic park thing on it. Just what you need to do. And he not going to let you ding up his new rims and put all them little dings on his car. You drive bad.
Dings out. What is that?
No, we're not got to get them out if they ain't on there. Why, when you drive your car, why always something got to happen?
So I'm a little close to the car next to me.
You ain't not close. You too close. You hit it.
You drive bad too.
Yeah, but I don't hit nothing.
A driver, because you have a driver. You don't even drive.
Next question.
Tanita in Madison says, a good friend of mine has gained weight and she goes to eat with our group and we all feel like we're doing her a disservice by not saying anything to her. Should I pull her to the side and risk hurting her feelings, or should I mind my business?
Pull her to the side.
Yes, you do.
Because there's a thing out now called fat shaming. So to avoid that, I must answer this question differently.
Okay, be nice.
Let me just use me and my friends as an example.
Okay.
So I'm not even talking to this letter. We have friends in our group that have gained weight. And right now it's a health issue.
Yeah.
So we have to talk to them different.
To your
They
friend.
don't take hints, they eat.
They eat.
Yeah. So like when the bill come, we just hand the bill to them. Because you ordered the most. And if we split this even, it don't work out because you had the most. You ordered 4 appetizers because you couldn't make up your mind which one you wanted, so you wanted to taste everything.
I cannot with you.
You done split 2 entrees because you couldn't figure out which one you want, so you ordered both of them.
Okay.
And dessert. Now, them sides you got, the lady told us these are share plates.
A la carte, then share.
How you eat all the corn mash? All of it. How you ate all of the skillet potatoes? All of it. And we love you, and we want you here.
Do you?
You have got to scoot your big behind. I'm under this table. This is how I know you finna eat a lot. Will you take your shoes off to eat? You finna do some
At
damage.
a restaurant?
This is way past unsnapping your pants. You done took your shoes off so you could dig your toes into the hard wood. So when you chewing, you get extra grip. That's a big person.
Are you quite done?
Those are big people tactics when they eat.
Are you quite done, sir?
You insist that they bring you a chair with arms on it. So you can lean to the side while you chewing. See, that's big people do stuff like that.
I hate you.
A desk chair.
He insists.
Excuse me, can I get 2 extra napkins? Well, who does that?
You should mind your own business. You really
Big
should.
people. You got to put one up around your shirt collar. You got to lay one in your lap and one for your mouth because it's too much food.
All right, we're
Who do
moving
that
on.
right here?
We're moving on. This is from Caleb.
Excuse me.
We're done at
I
the
just
restaurant.
said,
Excuse me. I'm going to need 4 forks.
check,
Shirley said-
please.
God,
Check,
no.
please. Check, please, because you're crazy.
Sir,
All right,
Can I have 4? I'm going to need 4 forks.
we're moving on. Caleb in Albany writes, my wife called me and I was in the bathroom at work and she kept asking me questions after I told her I would call her right back. I'm sick of her not respecting me when I tell her I can't talk. What if I start hanging up on her? Will she understand that?
Well, you was in the bathroom because of what you ordered yesterday at that
That's not
restaurant.
the same person.
I knew it.
This is the same person.
I knew he was
No,
going to
it's
tie it
not.
together.
Because when you're in that bathroom, you have to focus. You can't take phone calls. Because when you done ate all the corn mash by yourself and had that extra broccolini with that cheese on it and you ordered them 4 forks, this is what's happening now. Now you're in the bathroom and you need total privacy.
These don't go together.
He at work using the bathroom. Now he got to time it waiting on people to leave out so he can flush.
Stop. The letter was from Tanita. This is from Caleb in Albany. It's a different person.
Caleb is flushing 4-5 times. You in here too much. I'm just telling you. Okay.
All right, we're moving on because you obviously have no help for this person.
Okay, don't worry about that. It's just from what you ate yesterday at that restaurant. Caleb, say that name, Caleb. You ever seen a skinny Caleb? Ever. All Caleb's is big.
We're moving on. This is the last one. Demetria in Charleston
I know they big.
writes, at church on Easter Sunday, the pastor
Here we go.
asked the visitors to stand.
And he couldn't.
I didn't
That's because,
stand up.
see, right? Huh? Say it again.
Didn't stand up.
I know, cause you couldn't. Cause of what you ate the other day. Now you in church and they done asked you to stand and your big behind can't get up. because you pulled the pew last time and tore the book rack off of it where they had the little hymn books. You tried to pull that and you tore that hymn book rack off the back of a pew. So now they're asking you to stand, and you can't stand because of what you ate. The whole order of corn mash. That's now you've been in the bathroom. Now you at church on Easter and you can't stand.
What is
because your
mash?
Easter suit you bought 2 weeks ago don't snap in the front.
All right. CLO.
I can't.
You have really.
You have got to help these people with these weight problems and quit worrying about hurting their feelings.
Entertainment coming up next, right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, guys, let's just get right to it. The weekend's NFL draft. I know you guys were watching it.
Go.
The group texts were flying. Well, what do you think? Let's get to it.
I want to say thank you. Thank you, my Lord.
Cleveland.
Thank you, my Lord.
Cleveland.
Come on, Cleveland. In the
Thank you. I was happy for him because I know what they did to him. And I was happy that he did get drafted.
Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, of course, the conversation is the truth. I don't know why people think black people just be sitting around making up theories about collusion and racism. And I don't know why you think we just got time for that. It's just that we recognize it.
Instantly.
Because we've seen it so many times in so many forms. Mm-hmm. So for us, it's easy to recognize. What has amazed me is the number of people who aren't black who recognized it also. Which made it even more the president.
Yeah, he said something.
He said he made a comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on his side too.
Yeah, he was.
What
that felt weird.
Come on, man, let's go. I'm here for it. What did he say?
He said the coaches were stupid for not hiring him, for not picking him.
Here's what I think. I think the owners got together and said, we're going to make an example out of him because this is not what we want in the NFL. We don't want these guys coming in showboating, thinking they have control of power. He comes in already a millionaire. He's wearing NFL jewelry, NFL watches already. He's coming in talking about where he might not play, where he might play. And we're going to make an example. So they agreed for 4 rounds, nobody chooses him. So when the Browns in round 3 chose the quarterback from Oregon, I knew something was up. So then round 5 comes along and they pick Shedeur because the owners would not let the GM or the coaches do what they wanted to do. There's not a GM or coach who would have sat there that long and let that happen unless the owners said, leave him alone for 4 rounds. We're going to teach them a lesson. And then after that, the Browns traded up to get him. Now, here's
the good old boys. This is the good old boys.
Of course it is. Of course. It's no other explanation for it. Now, here's the thing. And I may do this I don't know, but here's the thing. Every time a black father is active in their son's life,
that part.
Here comes their villain. Mm-hmm. So the first villain was Tiger Woods' daddy. Mm-hmm. He's interfering with what Earl Woods was the villain.
Earl Woods, yeah.
Then it was the Venus and Serena's daddy. Richard, he was the villain.
King Richard.
If it wasn't for either one of them guys doing what they did in the beginning, you would have none of these people that we're speaking about of greatness. And then the LeVar Ball's and them daddy got villainized, but he was in their boy's life from the get-go, and you see where all 3 of them are. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now it's prime time. Mm-hmm. But
LeBron
and LeBron.
Yeah, recently
right, but now when Archie Manning did it with Eli, nothing said. He even told him, "Don't trade me. I'm not playing for y'all." But it goes deeper than that. When the Kennedys do it, they all in the White House. They still, they got another Kennedy in the White House right now. The Bushes made sure they boys became president.
Come on.
Jerry Jones turned over the operation of the Cowboys to his kids. And ain't nothing wrong with none of this. Jerry Buss died and left his daughter, who don't know diddly about basketball, to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could just go on. The Rockefellers do it.
It's a problem when we do it.
What?
The Hines family does it.
Yeah.
But the moment we do it, he's just interfering, making mockery of the system. Who does he think he is? I'm proud of the Sanders family. I'm proud that Shedeur got drafted. Silo signed as a free agent down in Tampa. It's on and crack. But see, now, let me tell you what.
They handled it.
Now, and the celebration they had,
man,
which shows he just wants to play football.
Yeah, that's it.
That reaction that Shedeur and them had was not the reaction of an arrogant person.
Yeah, he said he was grateful for the opportunity. Like all the players.
Legendary.
Ooh, they just be hating.
I love legendary.
Yeah.
Handled it, but you're right. I'm so glad you brought that out, Steve, about the black fathers, because that is not the narrative they want out there. The black fathers care about their families and their children, and they're there for them. You know, that's not the narrative they want. They want the regular stereotype that black fathers leave their family.
It's what every other father wants to do for his family.
Yes.
It's to give your children a better life than the one you had. LeBron James. And anybody mad at LeBron James, you a sucker and a fool. And I don't care who you are, especially the black people that's got a problem with that. Whitlock, these sportscasters. Man, what is the matter with y'all?
True.
That's right. That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate the non-blacks who got on board and understood that also, because it was too in your face. Well, now what you gonna do? Because now he finna play. And I'm telling you right now, it ain't 4 quarterbacks on Cleveland team better than this boy. I can tell you that right now.
Y'all got 5 of them, bro. You got 5.
We need all 5 of them too.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour. More sports news, Junior. Shannon Sharpe has stepped away from First Take. We'll talk about it after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. I want to take a second to talk to you about something I think is pretty cool. PayPal lets you pay your own way with just a click. PayPal offers people flexibility on how they can pay. Once you click the PayPal button, you can choose from a bunch of payment options, like paying later with PayPal at millions of online stores. Pay in store, pay online, pay overtime. Don't just pay, PayPal. Learn more at PayPal.com.
Shannon Sharpe announced he's chosen to take a leave of absence from his co-hosting job at ESPN's First Take in light of his sexual assault and battery lawsuit by a 22-year-old female that he is said to have had a rocky 2-year consensual relationship with. Last Thursday, Shannon issued this statement on Instagram. He said, quote, "My statement is found here, and this is the truth. The relationship in question was 100% consensual. At this juncture, I'm electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding to and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason." That was his statement. Steve?
You know, I hope for his sake it works out exactly that way. Now, he didn't step away just to handle this. That wasn't voluntary.
Oh, that's
no.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It didn't sound like that was voluntary. It was necessary.
Oh, no. They went to him and said, we're going to give you a chance to step away. Just step away right now. Or we're going to have to, because that's the normal procedure of things.
It is.
I have not cared the way, man, Stephen A., man, he did another take on this where he got up from behind the desk and walked out to the front to talk about this. And, I just wish he would run some of his statements by somebody.
Maybe he does.
What happened? What
Maybe he's
happened?
just running about the wrong person.
Or no one. Or just himself.
But he needs some other counsel. I can't explain it because he didn't really say anything. Except now I'm talking about this. I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe. But you were talking exactly about Shannon Sharpe in your statement, because you were talking about you don't understand why these players are not understanding what's going on. Then he's self-absorbed. You know why you never see anything like this going on about me? Careful, brother. Careful. You have to be careful, because false accusations can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
And they can tie it to some form of truth. Now, do I believe that Shannon Sharpe had a consensual relationship with this person? Absolutely. The problem is this consensual relationship has a claim in it of some force happening. That's where his problem is. It ain't the consensual. And then the new little dude, somebody coming out, and that ain't you. What person's preference and all that is not against the law. What's against the law is force of any kind. Right. You know, the Me Too. Right. That's the problem. And so I just wish that
he's date rape. You could go out with somebody on a date and you consented to have a date with them, but if they force themselves on you, then that's rape. So just because they had a consensual relationship that particular day, she may have said no.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to switch gears here.
Me too. I hope.
Coming up next, we'll switch gears. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, she is here, the one and only Sister Odell.
The world is happening to me. Whoa, what in the world is happening to me?
Huh?
He lives. Hey, good morning, everyone. Morning.
Good morning, Sister Odell.
Good morning, Sister Odell.
Good. What's going on today?
Well, I mean, we just, of course, celebrated Resurrection Day, Easter. And, of course, wedding season, Sister Odell, is right around the corner. And we wanted to talk to you about that because you have had a few weddings. How many times exactly were you married?
11.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
11.
11.
Well,
only 2 resulted in just irreconcilable differences.
Oh, yes. Irreconcilable differences. Oh, okay. The other one, Sister Odell?
They died.
Oh.
You had 9 husbands that died.
They wasn't in shape. What can I tell you? Take care of yourself.
Were you cooking healthy meals for them at that time when you were married, Sister Odell?
I mean, we all ate the same thing: fried chicken, pork chops, smothered, greens, macaroni, cheese, hot water, cornbread.
Not considered healthy, Sister Odell.
I'm still here. That's what I've been eating.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
still eat fried pork chops? And
girl, I had a kale salad New Year's Day.
Oh, did you now? That's healthy. Mm-hmm. That's healthy.
But it's
I has one every quarter.
Because it's April now. You're talking about January.
Well, it's time for another one. I have them quarterly.
You eat healthy quarterly. Okay.
No, I said that. I said I have a kale salad quarterly.
Yes, ma'am. Well, kale is supposed to be healthy.
Very good.
But it don't taste good, though. You need square teeth to eat kale and 4 legs. Kale is really a 4-legged animal. Meal. You ever had a kale salad and they don't chop it up? You can't finish it.
It's rough.
That's right. Yeah. It's hard to do.
It's gamey.
Yeah. Well, how long was your longest marriage, Sister Odell?
20 years.
Oh.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. One for the history books, right?
3 of them was 6 months. One of them, he died wedding night.
He died?
Wedding
your husband
night?
Died on your wedding night? What happened?
What happened? Yeah.
Well, I'm a Christian, so we was practicing abstinence.
Wedding night.
Yeah, and then, it wasn't absentee wedding night. And when I showed up, I brung it.
That's what killed him.
Had a heart attack.
Wow, Sister Odell.
What was his name?
Put it down, huh?
Ray Ophis.
Oh, okay. Ray Ophis. So You're always in usherboard white, Sister Odell. Always looking
Missionary white, Shirley.
Okay,
White.
missionary white.
Usherboard wears blue.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So did you
white
wear
blouses and white gloves? You ain't been to church in a while, have you, sweet?
No, ma'am. Did you wear white dresses to all of your weddings?
Whoa, what is you saying?
They don't wear white if they've been married more than once or twice. You know that.
Nobody said that. No, I wore white every single time. I was pure as the driven snow.
11 times.
You were pure as the driven snow each time?
I honored my vow, sickness and in health, good, rich or poor.
Yes,
to death do your part. Now, you died, we party. I start sober, baby. I don't bring the baggage with me.
Oh, all right.
The only thing I do is I've been married 97 years.
97 years. Oh, but not to the same person. You spread it out.
I keep a running total.
Yes, ma'am. Wow, 97 years.
So you're single now,
What'd you say, Tommy?
Single and ready to mingle.
Oh,
113 is how old I is, if you really want to know.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you, Sister Odell.
And listen to me. Do I sound 113? Nope.
No, you sound good.
I think you've answered a lot of
113 and a cougar.
Okay. Coming up next, it is the nephew.
Wait a minute. I'm changing. I'm not a cougar. I changed it.
What's you now? What are you now?
I'm a saber-toothed tiger.
Prank phone call with the nephew up next.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. It's one of our favorites, and the subject is my three-way love affair. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few, but it's pretty self-explanatory, right? My three-way love affair.
It works if y'all work at it. You know, it can work if everybody agree on it.
Neo.
Yeah. Neo got it working. Both ways. And I hear they taking more applications, so don't get set just on phone. Might be 5
Take care of one well and then talk to me, okay? All right, right now the nephew is here. You hear him with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Early, at these jobs, some of these ladies, they come in there looking like this and looking like that, and sometimes you just got to pull them to the side. So this is one of those situations. The title of this one is Mona. You need to fix your appearance. Mona.
Who are you to tell Mona?
I'm like, what? Yeah.
First of all, I'm human resources, and second of all, I'm the prankster. So that gives me,
That's
I get validation of it. Yeah, that overrides everything. I'm the prankster. So yeah, Mona, you need to fix your appearance. You understand what I'm saying? See, some of y'all come up in these offices and you're too top heavy. You understand what I'm saying?
What?
You're too top heavy.
Have you lost your
Okay, you're borderline now. Yeah, you're borderline.
Borderline what?
Borderline for the real
what?
HR.
You need to be fired, Mr. HR.
Some of y'all too top heavy, and listen, it's a distraction.
You got a high butt. You got a high butt. So now what? Oh, that rhymed.
Okay.
Oh, so now you
y'all must like it. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Y'all must like it. So it's evidently not. It's not bothering you. Evidently.
No. It's
bothering. Oh, it's bothering us. We want to keep our jobs.
Mona's bothering us. So let's address Mona right now.
Right? She's bothering you.
Mona, you need to fix your appearance. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello.
Hello. I'm trying to reach a Mona, please.
This is her.
Hi, how you doing? My name is James over with the corporation. I'm with the corporate wardrobe. You've been with the company for about 8 years now. Am I correct, Mona?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're correct.
Like I said, I'm from corporate wardrobe. Wanted to kind of give you a call. There's been some conversation about it, but wanted to give you a call about your appearance in the office.
Okay.
Okay. Now, your appearance seems to be pretty much intact as far as your clothing is concerned, so it has nothing to do with that.
Okay. Now, first of all, what are my appearance have to do with your corporation?
Well, what's going on, like I said, you've been with Corp for about, 8 years now, am I right?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. And
but you calling me, telling me something about my appearance.
Right,
so
right. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about is that what some of the workers in the office are having a problem with, and what we want to do is get you an actual doctor's appointment, because we want to see about helping you get a breast reduction.
Oh, what? A breast reduction?
Okay, now you. I mean, from my understanding, that your breasts are too large.
Hold up. Now, who is this first? Who is this again?
My name is James. Like I said, I'm with Corporate Wardrobe, and I'm calling you actually pretty much from Human Resources of Corporation.
Okay, now if you ain't calling him about something else concerning what we do here, instead of you calling me, telling me something about giving me a breast reduction, what you need to do is try to dig up some more because what I'm doing up in here, I'm going to wear them. They was on here, and I'm going to wear them. They came out, I wear them for them.
Mona, all we want to do is we want to get you a doctor's appointment so we can help you get your breasts reduced, so you'll feel a lot more comfortable, and the people in the office will be a lot more comfortable. Okay?
Man, I'm not. You ain't finna do a thing. You ain't finna come in and tell me some but what y'all gonna do to me. What you talking about? I've been with this business for almost 8 years, and I ain't never had no problem with nobody telling me something about my friend. So what you need to do is find out who's going around here making these rumors. And first of all, I'm going to dig up, because maybe one of these up in here talking about me and, jealous because I'm on top of my and they jealous of me because I'm on mine, and they around here got a problem with my breast.
Look, ma'am, my job is to get your breasts reduced. I got to bring them down.
My is big, too. Can you reduce that?
Excuse me?
My is big. Can you reduce that?
Ma'am, listen, I got to get your breasts down to it. I got to get it down. I got to bring them down.
You ain't going to do a thing. What you going to get down is your that's what you going to get down. And what
ma'am, listen.
You stop worrying about my breast. So you and whoever calling you or telling you something about what I'm doing at this, tell them I said to kiss my so what I need to do, I'm going to do me. So if they don't like that, then hey, holler at them, because I'm going to find whoever doing it. Because they jealous, I'm a bad they don't understand it. And the mans come in and what? Whoop, whoop. They come to who? They come to my desk and ask for who? They ask for me.
Mona, I understand that, but what I'm saying is your breasts are a distraction in the office, and I got to get your breasts brought down.
First of all, whoever you are, you might need to come see so you can sit your in the front of my desk and see how it looks. You might want to come back and bring out your crew.
Mona, I can't. I don't want to come sit at your desk and see your I got to get you to a doctor and get your breasts reduced. Now, when do you want an appointment?
I ain't going to see no.
You're going to a doctor, Mona. You're going to a doctor.
You bring it over here, because I ain't going to no doctor. What you talking about is the doctor, whoever you trying me to go see, I ain't trying to hear. You hear? Please don't bother coming over. So what I'm going to do is...
They said you would act like this, Mona. They said you would react just this way. This is what the people in the office are talking about.
I don't give a what they... I've been in this company for almost 8 years. I ain't never had nobody calling me telling me some about my breast. What you need to do, first of all, you need to come in and see me, because you might like what you see. Because I'm a big, bad, bold, beautiful woman. You better hear me. Here, what is your name in there? What's your name?
Why do you need my name?
I need your name, because I ain't never had somebody call my job and tell me some about my breast. I need to know your name, because I'm going to get some lawyer in this, because I don't play this here. I don't play that. So whoever you is in your corporate or whoever calling me about my breast, I don't play that. I need your name. I really do, because if you don't, I'm going to find out who this is.
Do you want to know my name? Do you want to know my name?
I want to know your name. Hell yeah, I want to know your name. What is it?
Are you listening?
What is it?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
You... Where's her breast bigger than mine? You know I got a limp. Man, y'all need to quit, boy. You gonna make me go, okay.
You alright?
I'm alright. Woo, I can't believe this. Her breast bigger than mine, and then she got a limp. I listen to this show every morning, and I just can't believe I got it. I'm gonna get that. She did it. She got me. She got me, but I'm going to catch her lip. I'm going to catch her walking. It's okay. I'm going to get her.
All right, baby. I got one more thing for you, baby. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Maybe you already know that one and only Steve Harvey Morning Show. Hey, Tommy, guess what? Since you play on this here phone, I just want to let you know I'm a size 16 with a low cut. Are you still with it or what?
And there you have it. Just ignorant. That's what it's supposed to be.
For no reason, though.
But I love Mona.
None at all.
Shout out to Mona. Shout out to Mona.
Big ups to Mona.
Did she? Yeah.
Big ups, big ups. Louisville, Kentucky, the nephew coming to town, baby. Memorial Weekend. Memorial Weekend. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One show Friday, 2 Saturday, 2 on Sunday. It is Memorial Weekend. Come out and have a good time the holiday weekend. Get your laugh on, get your barbecue on, hang out with friends and family. It's a great day to laugh. All right, great day to laugh. Come laugh with the nephew. I will be there all weekend long at the Louisville Comedy Club. Tickets on sale right now.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject is, I'm sorry, I blacked out.
Wake up,
Way blacked out.
My three-way love affair. We'll get into it right after this.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. I want to take a second to talk to you about something I think is pretty cool. PayPal lets you pay your own way with just a click. PayPal offers people flexibility on how they can pay. Once you click the PayPal button, you can choose from a bunch of payment options, like paying later with PayPal at millions of online stores, pay in store, pay online, pay overtime. Don't just pay, PayPal. Learn more at PayPal.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, now it is time for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know. It could be yours. Yes.
Yes. Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, my three-way love affair. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 40-year-old married woman, and my husband and I have a sister friend that has been a major part of my life since I was 7 years old. We did everything together, even went to college, the same college, and graduated at the same time. When I got engaged, she got engaged. Our fiancés didn't get along, so my man would always take my bestie's side when she was having an issue with her fiancé. A few weeks after we got engaged, my man told me that my bestie's man was cheating on her. I was shocked and hurt when I saw the video of her fiancé asleep naked over his side chick's house. My man and I decided not to tell her anything, but then my man got really upset with the dude and went and told my bestie about the cheating. She was so devastated. She stayed with us for 2 weeks and called off their engagement. So now that we're married, she's part of our family. She travels with my hubby and I, and she comes for weekly movie nights at our house. She's dating again, and when she meets men, she brings them to meet us so we can pass judgment on them. I've been noticing lately that my husband is more opinionated than usual, and none of the guys have been good enough for my bestie. That's a red flag for me. So I jokingly asked him if he'd like to clone himself so my bestie could be with a man just like him. He got very irritated with me, so I have been wondering if something is going on with him and my bestie. As a test, I told him that we're going on an anniversary trip alone. He said it would be weird to leave my bestie out. I asked him if we are in a three-way love affair. He laughed it off and said no, but does he really care about her feelings? What's going on here? Well, yeah. He does care about her feelings, as do you. I mean, you called her your sister friend. You guys have been together since 7 years old. So, yeah, he cares about her for sure. And if you ask me, he's certainly acting like a guilty, jealous man, when she brings other men around. I'm very surprised it took you so long to notice a red flag. I think there have been several. First and most importantly, when you and your husband agreed not to tell your bestie, he's the one who told about the cheating. That's a major red flag. That's not really what men do. They don't snitch on each other. Now he's so concerned about her and who she dates. You guys have movie nights together and she travels with you. What you're feeling is right. It is a three-way love affair. Who or what couple do you know whose husband can behave how your husband is behaving about her? And that there's nothing going on. Just think about that. He's doing way too much when it comes to her, and you need to check them both. You don't have to catch them in the act or anything like that to know what's going on. You already suspect them anyway, so I say you confront them and get it over with. Steve?
Wow. Well, it's interesting. It's an interesting letter. I will say this about women. Most of the time, what you feel is real. Most of the time. It's because God gifted you all with this thing called intuition. He gave it to you more than he gave it to men. Women are born with it. You should trust it and lean on it. So usually what you think or feel is usually real. You're a 40-year-old married woman. Your husband and I have a sister friend. That's interesting. That's been a major part of my life since I was 7. We did everything together. This is very important in this whole letter. We did everything together. Now pay attention, y'all. Even went to the same college, graduated at the same time. When I got engaged, she got engaged. That's everything. That's everything. Our fiancés didn't get along, so my man would always take my bestie's side when she was having an issue with her fiancé. A few weeks after we got engaged, my man told me that my bestie's man was cheating on her. I was shocked and hurt when I saw the video of her fiancé asleep naked over his side chick's house. Stop. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute.
What?
You're saying that your man told you that your bestie's man was cheating on her. And then right after that, you said, I'm shocked and hurt when I saw the video of her fiancé asleep naked over his side chick's house. Where your man get the video from? Where did your man get the video from? Now, let's just do some hood logic here. One of two things was happening. Either the fiancé who don't get along, the fiancés that don't get along, he gave your husband the video. Like, hey, check me out. Or your husband made the video. Maybe two things can happen. Hello? Hello. Y'all do everything together? Hello? I'll be back. All right.
Hold that thought. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up. At 23 minutes after the hour, today's Strawberry Letter subject, my 3-way love affair. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You've heard us talk about the benefits of Globe Life Insurance. Globe Life has been protecting families for generations. Globe Life is easy to buy with rates starting as low as $3.49 a month. There is no medical exam, just a simple application. Call Globe Life today at 1-800-251-5400 or visit globeliferadio.com. Again, that's 1-800-251-5400 or globeliferadio.com. All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is my 3-way love affair.
40-year-old married woman and husband, they have a sister friend. Well, it's a husband now, but we're going to take you on this journey. And the sister friend been a major part of this woman's life since they were 7. They do everything together. Keep that in mind. Even went to the same college, graduated at the same time. When I got engaged, she got engaged. Our fiancés didn't get along, so my man, which is her fiancé, the writer of this letter, would always take my bestie's side when she was having an issue with her fiancé. Now, a few weeks after everybody got engaged, my man told me that my bestie's man was cheating on her. I was shocked and hurt when I saw the video of her fiance asleep naked over his side chick's house. I'm confused. Where did your man get this video from? Because they don't get along. The two fiancés don't get along. And the two fiancés don't like each other. He always siding with the girl. Where did he get the video? Because if I don't like a dude and we ain't cool, why would I show him a video of me asleep over another chick's house? What purpose did that serve? Unless your man was there and took the video. You hear them crickets?
We don't know.
Did you hear them crickets just now?
Man.
I got you thinking, ain't I? My man and I decided not to tell her anything, but then my man got really upset with the dude and went and told my bestie about the cheating. Like Shirley said, what man do that? What man does that? She was so devastated she stayed with us for 2 weeks and called off her engagement. So now that we're married, now y'all married now, she's part of our family. She travels with my husband and I. She comes for weekly movie nights at our house. Okay. She's dating again, which means that she ain't got no problem meeting men. But check this out. And when she meets men, she brings them to meet us so we can pass judgment on them. So it don't take this chick long to meet men because she ain't got no problem meeting men. So I'm assuming that your girl is attractive. And I think your girl is attractive to your husband. So attractive that he wants her around everywhere. So now y'all traveling together. Y'all doing movie nights at the house. I've been noticing lately that my husband is more opinionated than usual, and none of the guys have been good enough for my bestie. That's a red flag for me. I had a lady on my talk show one time said women should stop collecting red flags. It's a red flag for a reason. Stop collecting them. But you done put this one in the backseat of the car. So I jokingly asked him, I'm joking, you know, would you like to clone yourself so your bestie could be with a man just like him? He got irritated with me, so I've been wondering if something is going on with him and my bestie. As a test, I told him that we going on our anniversary trip alone. He said, it'd be weird to leave your bestie out. I asked him if we were in a three-way love affair. He laughed it off and said no, but he does really care about her feelings. What's going on here? Okay, you ready? You ready? What you think going on? Because that's what you wrote the letter for. Usually what women think and feel is the deal. I've said that. Now, the fact that this whole letter took you this long to write, and then your last question is, what's going on here, is really amazing to me. Now, when you told him y'all was going on y'all anniversary trip alone, and he said it'd be weird to leave my bestie out, I asked him if we are in a three-way love affair. Yeah, that's what you in. That's what you in. But you know, you got to be careful what you say and let come out your mouth. You did say y'all do everything together, didn't you? Ain't that what you said?
It's in there, Steve.
Didn't y'all invite this third party into y'all's life and home? Don't she go on all the trips with y'all? And she eager to go. She don't never say, girl, y'all need some boo time. I ain't finna go up there and be no third wheel. Because that's what most people say. Girl, I be sitting up having no dinner with y'all and everything, and I'm the only one I ain't got no man. Well, she ain't saying that because she got a man. Yeah, because when he go down there to get the coffee, where you think he stop? When he go to the gym and the spa on the trip, well, who you think at the gym and the spa? His gym work getting done in that other room. Let me ask you another question. You ever notice that the two of y'all ain't ever alone together? I'm talking about you and your girlfriend. You ever notice that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, have you peeked that game? When y'all go on the trips, it ain't ever you and your girl going down for coffee or tea. He always going somewhere by himself. But you don't see her. She don't, cause girl, since he going to the gym, I'm gonna come on up. Now, cause the gym work getting done in her room.
Push-ups.
Push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, jumping jacks, mountain climbers.
Yeah.
You know.
A lot of cardio.
Yeah, a lot of cardio, knee bends,
right,
bend overs, a lot of downward dog. We're doing yoga.
Leave us your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at SteveHarveyFM.com, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, it's Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Folks, there are a lot of reasons to like Hyundai. Hyundai's done a lot to support American consumers. I mean, they announced their investment of $21 billion in the United States over the next 3 years that will expand manufacturing and create more jobs for Americans.
And they just announced that they will not be raising MSRP through June 2nd, no matter what. Call 562-314-4603 for more details.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Well, Shirley, let's just talk about it. Shedeur Sanders was the 144th pick of the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round.
All right.
Let's go.
Cleveland in the
Come on, Cleveland. And let's just talk about it. 5th round. He slid 4 rounds. Drafted on Saturday. Was this a message? Not just for him, but was this a message that the NFL was sending to you have to be humble, or your attitude or everything else, how it looked for everybody else to say, okay, come on now. He's arrogant. He's this. He's that. You know, we don't want that type of attitude. But you use his name all the way up to the draft. You put him in all the commercials for the draft. You use him all the way up till the draft day to let him sit to the 5th day. I mean, to the 3rd day.
Well,
in the 5th
here's
round.
another theory. Have you ever seen anybody watch round 3?
Never. That's what I'm about to say.
4
I never.
or 5 of the draft?
I've never seen that long. I've never seen that
Used him
long.
for ratings, huh?
Mm-hmm. I ain't never watched it on the side.
Yeah, so I'm saying
I'm Thursday and I'm out.
But, you know, it was obvious collusion. There is no other way to look at this. It's no way 31 teams passed on him 4 times. That just doesn't make any sense. He was too high on the depth chart in everybody's pre-draft. There was nothing on his field or off the field actions that should have caused a slide. This was the owners got together and did what the owners do to show that they're powerful. And, you know, stop thinking that we're sitting up in here creating another theory. No, we just recognize it. We've seen it before. So that's all that is.
You out on it, period.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all you were
But
talking
the
about.
blessing is,
Week before the draft.
right.
Shedeur.
But the blessing is he has a deal in place already. You know, he made money in college, you know, and so he has a deal and he'll be fine. But he finna show these people something. Lord.
You know, I couldn't figure out if they were targeting Shedeur or were they targeting his father.
Prime.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And shout out to good fathers, black fathers everywhere. Shout out to them.
It's the exact same thing, what they did.
And shout out to good uncles, man, because when I get this show and it's mine, don't get upset that it's my show after this.
Throw yourself in here, boy. You better come on with it, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad that he
great
left
right now.
Tommy the show. Yeah, he left Tommy the show. What?
We're not going to have a draft or anything?
Ain't no draft with this radio. That's not happening. No.
First round, second round, is it right away? Right away?
It's immediate.
Ain't no draft with this.
Hey, Tommy, you know what? I think that may be some potential there, but I just want you to know there will be a fee attached.
Coming up at the top of the hour, a wife thinks her husband is less affectionate now because she makes more money than him. We'll talk about it. She needs some advice right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this one is from Shiva in Tallahassee. Shiva says, I'm a nurse and I'm on my feet all day. My husband used to rub my feet and run my bath water when we first got married, but now he barely kisses me when I walk in. He's been demoted at work, and I think he's resentful of me because I make more money. Do I need to address this, or should I let him work through this on his own?
Well, you should address it, but not in the what can you do for me lately thing. Just find out what's going on with him. And then he may come around back to what he used to be. But obviously something is going on with him, and you've picked it up as the wife. So, you know he's got it demoted. You know it might have affected him some kind of way. So why don't you talk about that? You know, you getting your feet rubbed and running your bath water ran. If you make that the issue, you're going to throw him on the defensive. In his mind, he going to go, it's always about her. She'll never know what's going on with me. So you got to be careful right here. So that's my suggestion.
All right. We have time for another one. This one is from Clark in Richmond. I'm dating 2 women, Clark says, and I want to get married, but I don't know if I can make the best choice. What should I look for in a wife? What characteristics are the most important when I make my decision?
Hey, bro, no, you don't need to be married. I'm going to tell you that right now.
If he's not ready.
You don't even know what you want. Mm-hmm. And I can't give it to you in a phone call. You're not ready to get married. Well, because in this radio show, I can't. What should I be looking for in a wife? Bro, you're not ready to get married.
He should already know that if he's thinking about getting married, is what you're saying.
Bro, it ain't about choosing between these two. Because either one, you don't know what you want. And then, marriage ain't just about what you want. What can you offer these 2 women? See, that's the other part that some people leave out. So, brother, what you should be looking for in a woman is somebody that seems to care about you, deeply concerned about your welfare and your being, supportive, loyal, willing to help you build your dreams. But at the same time, you got to offer all of that to a woman. Now, if you're not offering that to a woman, what is she getting out the deal?
There's still good questions from him if he's considering getting married. Characteristics. I think he should, the question, what should he look for in a wife, is a very good question. I think that's a good question. People need to know what they should look for in a wife. He doesn't, so he's not ready, but I think it's a good question. And what are the most important characteristics when he makes a decision about marriage?
Maybe he wants what Neo wants, Maybe he wants that.
See, here we go. That's why they hate Tommy. See, that's why we don't have the Hey Tommy segment. Right?
What do you think?
But that's why I said they were good questions, because at least he's asking questions. Some people just go get married and then it turns out to be terrible because they don't ask questions before.
Because, look, he might have come from a single parent home. He's never had a bird's eye view of it. He might not know what it is. Okay, I respect that young brother.
Yeah, that's why.
But I'm telling you what you should look for. But now, you have to be ready to reciprocate that. Are you willing to be a provider?
Yeah, and that's good.
Are you willing to put her in front of you at all times? Do you have the ability to love someone else more than you love yourself? That's what a man needs to start researching. And the sad part is our society has changed. And there are a lot of men who are not looking at it this way anymore. And that's the sad truth of it.
You're right.
That's the sad truth of it.
All right, Steve.
Are you willing to love somebody more than you love yourself? Are you willing to put somebody in front of you all times? And are you willing to provide and protect a family? If you ain't willing to do that, man, take your slow somewhere.
All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
On Inside the NBA last Monday, I should say, Shaq got up and bolted off the set while the cameras were rolling because he had to go to the bathroom. Now, Kenny Smith teased Shaq saying, yeah, that's that olive oil you've been drinking. Charles Barkley said, hey, take some matches with you, leaving no question that Shaq was making a run for the toilet. Wow, just this business is everywhere, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw it. Take some matches with you. That's that olive oil you drink.
They go hard at each other. That's just them.
So where's the worst place you've ever been when the urge hit you?
Home Depot, live remote, Atlanta, Georgia.
We didn't even know. Did you guys know
We were there.
Yes. What happened?
Boy, I had to get up out of here. Now, I'm in Home Depot. So what I did was, and this is a true statement, bathroom was back there by the wood. I got 2 sheets of plywood and put them in the stall so I could have a door all the way down to the floor on the sides. Because I got to take my pants off and hang them on the hook on the back of the door.
We did not know this. We didn't know this.
I have to. I can't ball my pants up around my ankles. I got to hang my pants up on the back of the door.
All right, listen. Coming up next, Would You Rather, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Folks, there are a lot of reasons to like Hyundai. Hyundai's done a lot to support American consumers. I mean, they announced their investment of $21 billion in the United States over the next 3 years that will expand manufacturing and create more jobs for Americans.
And they just announced that they will not be raising MSRP through June 2nd, no matter what. Call 562-314-4603 for more details.
All right, guys, it's time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather have sex on a bed of hay or sex on a bed of gravel?
Ooh. No, hay.
Hey. Hey. Only wear white. Would you rather only wear white after Memorial Day or whenever you want?
Whenever I want.
Yeah.
Nobody walk around getting tickets on when you wear white. Whenever I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are rules to it. Fashion.
Well, they don't have them rules no more. And in
Not
LA,
anymore.
Overseas, they don't,
They don't. No. All right. Would you rather still water or sparkling water?
Still
water.
Oh, like distilled. Okay. Would you rather get 2 teeth pulled or would you rather have a bunion removed? Oh, Steve.
I can't do nothing else in my mouth. It'd be 5 years before I go back to a dentist. I'm telling you.
20, you still gotta get your teeth cleaned.
I ain't got to get them clean for what? They're all right. I brush them. It'd be 5 years before I go back to a dentist. I promise you.
20, 30.
All right. Would you rather have a 6-pack or have 6 stacks? $6,000. Okay. Would you rather have a 6-pack or 6 stacks?
I'd rather have a 6-pack.
Oh, okay.
Give me the pack. Now, you ain't
$6,000?
6 stacks.
Yeah.
Nah, give me the 6-pack.
Yeah,
Junior?
6-pack. Yeah, 6-pack.
Oh, so
I'd give you $6,000 right now for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll give you $60,000 if you give me a 6-pack.
Dang.
More.
Yeah, without surgery, hell yeah.
All right. Would you rather have a mustache like Junior or a mustache like Steve Harvey?
Man, get out of here.
Sorry, Junior. Sorry,
Give me
Junior.
Steve.
Junior would rather have mine.
Yeah, I'd start there.
You don't start here. You don't downgrade my mustache talking about I'll start there. This is a finished product. You got to go years to get this, Junior. That little thing you growing right there.
Yeah, but if I would want one, I want it to be like that. It's, you know how full it is. You still see my skin under mine.
Yeah, the thickness of Steve's
Yeah, the thickness
mustache
of it, you
is.
know.
Yeah, what you're saying, Junior. But
Now, Junior, I'm
going
going to pay you a compliment. I would rather have your mustache than Stephen A. Smith's.
You just say
Cause
Man, you finna get a phone call,
Yeah.
What he gonna say?
This is your friend.
I'm telling the truth.
What is Stephen A. Smith gonna say to me?
All right, guys, that's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up next, it is our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, this is John Legend.
Hi, this is Felicia Rashad.
Hey, this is Motown recording artist Camp.
Hey, you all, what's up? I'm Sierra.
Yo, what's up? This is Chris Rock.
Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. This is Tony Braxton.
You already know what time it is. Your boy DC Young Fly. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You've heard us talk about the benefits of Globe Life Insurance. Globe Life has been protecting families for generations. Globe Life is easy to buy with rates starting as low as $3.49 a month. There is no medical exam, just a simple application. Call Globe Life today at 1-800-251-5400 or visit globeliferadio.com. Again, that's 1-800-251-5400 or globeliferadio.com. Here we are, guys, our last break of the day. And it's been a good day. It's been a good day.
Hey, you know what I had to come to the realization? I kind of want to share this with people. But, you know, I want to talk about there's a cost. There is a cost. You know, when you make the decision to be successful, it comes with a cost. And as much as I've tried to negate the cost, as much as I've tried to alleviate the cost, as much as I've oftentimes just tried to not talk up the cost is real. You know, I got in trouble, not really trouble, but I got a bunch of haters that came online one time when they saw me give a speech about if you want to be successful, really, really successful at something, you can't sleep 8 hours. And I believe that. You know, somebody countered it with Oprah says she gets 8 hours sleep. Well, Oprah's wealthy, though. But if you go back on her journey and asked her when she was hustling, trying to make it, was she getting 8? I don't think the answer would be yes. Everybody I know that's grinding, that's in the hustle, trying to really, really have more than normal. If you want above average, it comes at a cost. And I've tried not to talk about it because I don't want to, you know, knock anybody down about it. But, man, there's a cost for everything. And, you know, I know a lot of successful people who have health issues. I've had my share myself. Tommy can tell you about his. Junior can tell you about his. All of us can tell you about health issues. It sometimes, you know, it's a part of it. I don't know how to explain it. Now, you don't want to sacrifice one for the other, but sometimes it's unavoidable because there is a cost. And a lot of times you end up, sometimes you have health issues because you just don't know any better. You know, and that's why knowledge is so important, because when you know better, you can do better. You know, had I known a long, long time ago that everything I put into my body was going to have an effect on me, I would have made some changes a long, long time ago. I just really started understanding this in the last 15, 20 years of my life. You know, how important eating the right thing is, how important it is to take supplements, how important it is to take regular visits to your doctor. And as black men, I'm talking especially to black men, we find it so hard to go to these doctors. I got a partner right now, man, that's trying to get out the hospital right now because he ain't been to the doctor in 8 years. But he's 70, and he ain't been to the doctor in 8 years. We can't do that Because we've been grinding, and I understood something about grinding recently. When you're grinding means actually to wear down. But in order to have something, you got to get in the wear down process. And the thing you end up wearing down is your body. Now, I'm not saying you should exchange your health for wealth. I wish that wasn't the cost. But oftentimes, that's the cost factor. And people who don't want it, you don't have to do it. But then there's a cost with being poor, too, see? There's a cost factor when you decide not to be anything. It's a cost factor when you decide I'm just going to ride it out. I'm just going to mail it in. There's a cost factor for that. I notice when old people who've been working their whole life finally retire and they stop being active, I watch them wear down, dissipate, just wither away. Because that work, that thing called the grind of getting up, going to work every day, it gave them something to live for. It gave them something to do. It made them active. It's just a cost, man. But you have to decide which one of the costs you want to pay. Do you want to pay the cost of being successful, or do you want to pay the cost of being poor? Now, when I say poor, I mean really poor. I don't mean like if you make $100,000. I ain't talking about like that. You're doing great, man. Your life is good. I think people that make $100,000 doing fine with your life. That's not what I'm saying, so please don't misunderstand me. I'm talking about when you don't have enough to eat. You can't put a roof over your family's head. You can't get them to the store. And then you got to do more, man. You got to do more. But it's a cost for it, one way or the other. I suggest, though, if I look back on it all, you have to find a way to create a balance. But the balance ain't going to be even. It's just got to be, you got to grind, you got to rest. You got to grind, you got to rest. You got to grind, you got to rest. If you just grind, then try to rest, the cost factor is going to be greater. So find the balance for yourself. I can't tell anybody what that is. But there is a cost to being successful. But there is a cost to not being successful. And you have to decide which one of the costs you have to pay. Now, that's just real talk. You can say it ain't so, but yes, it is. Not being able to provide for your family, that's a cost. Being able to provide for your family, there is a cost. You have to decide which cost you're willing to pay. And then find a balance in there. That's what I had to discover. So those are my closing remarks. That's it for today. Hey, listen, y'all have a great day. Talk to God today. He'd love to hear from you. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. This is how we do it. You feel me? All right, everybody, we out of here.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.